I started loving weddings when I was in high school. And surprisingly, I went and did a very different course from what I'm doing right now. I did architecture, then I dropped it. And I was like, this is not my thing. Alafu, from there, I went ahead and started looking for my passion. And I realized my passion is in events. I went for an internship for 4 months, Ikaisha. Then I went ahead and I looked for work. I got this job after 6 months, which was a very big corporate company. Little did I know I would be the manager, the event planner of this company. Boss alintumbukiza akaona, you have very great passion on your events, so you can manage my company. My boss was actually never there. He would never even hakuwa na show up hata kwa ofisi. Mimi nilikuwa na manage everything. I used to manage everything in that company. Everything, yeah. Now, let me tell you shockingly. So when COVID came, I thought because when COVID came, we knew it was just coming from China, it would never come to Kenya. But shockers, when I had a client from the US, they cancelled their wedding. It was actually, they were supposed to do their first deposit when I was still working in this same company. So they cancelled. After they cancelled, then my boss was like, then this thing is serious. Can we work from home? But you know, event planners, how can you work from home? You need to work on the ground. So my boss told me, you just go home, we're going to call you. Until now, my boss has never called. Actually, right now I can call him my ex-boss. He has never called me back to work. So now Rona is here. There's no income. You are an independent lady. I stay alone and I need to pay bills. So what should I do? The first thing I started doing now business, because now I'm into kujituma. So I started now selling chapatis. I started selling boiled eggs. It didn't work for me. I went ahead. I started now managing a salon. Again, it didn't work for me. Then I went, because I'm a believer, I prayed, I asked God, what am I supposed to do? And God reminded me, you're still an event planner. This is at the point where the country, there's lockdown, there's no events, it's 15 packs, 30 packs, and you know, for us event planners, the more the people, the greater the profit. So from here, I said, let me just do everything by faith. August, I went ahead, I did adverts on Facebook. Can I tell you, I shock you, I didn't get a client for that whole 1 month of August. And I used to pay weekly. Then, surprisingly, I got a client, I got a call. But again, this client, I called 26 September. So that's another month of waiting. And I'm still working in this salon, but that's not my passion. I was just managing it. That's still not my passion. Then on 26th, I got my first ever business, which happened at KWS Center. And let me tell you, I was there as early as 7 a.m. And the setup was supposed to start from noon because it's my first job. I was so excited. I went there at 7 a.m. and they didn't tell me, they didn't give me a memo. You can't go past the gate with your foot. Unaingia National Park. So you need to have an Uber or something. I didn't have that in mind, so I had to request an Uber again from KWS. Nikaingia ndani KWS Clubhouse, and that event was so good. And just immediately after I have finished my setup, so mini katoka, when I'm on Langata Road, I get a call. Hi, where are you? There's another client who's here. She has seen your setup and she wants you to do deco for her wedding. And that's how I got my first bride. I'll never forget her. And she went ahead. She didn't meet me. She trusted me. She made a deposit. We did a quote. We did a few online meetings. That time due to COVID, I also restaurants pia ilikuwa very restricted. We did online meetings. She paid me the first deposit, and just like that. That's when I started now doing my weddings, and from there I went to my second wedding on 31st of October. I always also remember the dates because these were very particular moments in my life, seeing myself growing from one stage to the other. Then November, shockingly, let me tell you the story of November. So this November, this client, it was an engineer. It was an engineer. The groom was an engineer, and he kept on asking me, "What is it that you have done?" No, this setup that you have done is for small people. You haven't done big events, because they wanted to give me a wedding of 300 packs. Have you done a big event? I'm like, no. Then he told me, let me tell you the truth, I don't like you. I don't know why my bride likes you. But anyway, when I come back next time, give me full information what you're going to do for us. And surprisingly, they gave me that event. It was a 200 pax wedding. That's how I started growing.